Emma Carter matched with a stranger online during a lonely winter. His profile name was Jason Reed, and he seemed perfect. They talked every single night for 4 months straight. He always had an excuse for why he couldn't video call, work meetings, bad signal, a broken camera, something new every time. Emma didn't question it because the conversations felt so real. He knew exactly what to say when she felt insecure. He remembered her coffee order and her mother's birthday. 3 months in, he started mentioning money problems, a sick father, a broken car, a business loan gone wrong. Emma sent him $200 without even blinking, then $500, then $1,000, then more after that. She told herself it was temporary just until he got back on his feet. Meanwhile, her sister Claire was living 4 states away. Claire had been married for 6 years to a man named Mark. Mark traveled constantly for a job he barely explained. Claire didn't think much of his long, unexplained trips. She trusted him completely the way sisters trust family. One night, Emma was on a video call with Jason by accident. His camera flicked on for just 2 seconds too long. In the background, she saw a very familiar living room. It looked exactly like the one in Claire's family photos. Emma laughed it off, telling herself it was just a coincidence, but something in her stomach refused to let it go. She started replaying every phone call in her head. Jason always called between certain hours, never on weekends. Those were the exact hours Mark said he was on the road. Emma pulled up an old family photo from Claire's birthday. In the corner sat a small blue toy truck on the shelf. The same blue toy truck she'd seen behind Jason on his call. Her hand started shaking as the pieces clicked into place. She didn't want to believe what she was thinking, so she hired a private investigator to be absolutely sure. His name was Detective Mike Torres, retired police, sharp instincts. Torres started by tracing the phone number Jason used to call her. It was registered under a completely different name entirely. The name on the account was Mark Whitfield. That was Emma's brother-in-law's actual legal name. Torres pulled photos from Jason's dating profile and compared them. Behind the filters and blurry angles, the face matched perfectly. Jason Reed didn't exist. He was a mask for someone else. Torres found the same profile picture on 3 other dating apps. Each one used a different fake name and a different sad story. Every version asked for money within the first few months. Emma wasn't the only woman being quietly drained financially. Torres estimated at least 4 other victims across 2 states. Combined, Mark had taken over $60,000 from strangers. Emma sat frozen when Torres showed her the full picture. She had fallen for her own sister's husband without knowing it. She had sent money to the man sleeping beside her sister every night. Emma didn't know how to tell Claire the truth. She spent 3 sleepless nights rehearsing what to say. Finally, she drove 4 states away and knocked on Claire's door. Claire opened it smiling, completely unaware of what was coming. Emma sat her down and laid every piece of evidence on the table. Screenshots, phone records, the matching blue toy truck. Claire's smile faded into something between shock and horror. She didn't want to believe her husband could do this, but the evidence was too specific, too exact, too undeniable. Claire called Mark and asked him one simple question. Was he Jason Reed on a dating app talking to her sister? There was a long, damning silence on the other end. Then he started talking fast, trying to explain everything away. Claire hung up before he could finish a single sentence. Both sisters cried together on the living room floor that night. They realized they'd both been lied to by the same man. Claire filed for divorce within the week. Emma filed a police report for financial fraud and deception. Detective Torres helped both cases move forward together. Investigators found Mark's laptop full of fake dating profiles. Spreadsheets tracked every victim, every lie, every dollar sent. He had done this to at least 6 women over 3 years. Mark was charged with wire fraud and identity deception. Prosecutors called it one of the most calculated scams they'd seen. In court, Emma and Claire sat side by side for the first time. They held hands through the entire hearing. Mark was sentenced to 9 years in federal prison. The court ordered him to repay every victim in full. Claire moved out and rebuilt her life close to Emma. The two sisters grew closer than they'd ever been before. They say the lie almost broke them, but the truth brought them back together. Emma Carter fell in love with a stranger online, and it turned out to be family. If you enjoyed this story, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more true crime stories every week.